Welcome back to another episode of Hit The Road Tenerife. We're starting our journey today. As you can see in the background, this is Los Cristianos, and we're going to make our way through the resort area in the south of Tenerife. So we're going to be passing through areas like Las Americas and ending our journey in the beautiful village of La Caleta. So keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and click on that notification bell for our weekly videos. So come on, let's hit the road. So, welcome back. Here we are in Los Cristianos in the south of Tenerife. Just get around this car for a minute. So yeah, just thought we would change it a little bit this week. And as you probably noticed with previous videos, it's been a little bit top heavy with regards to being in the mountains quite a bit. Although we did just do a previous episode which did keep us to the coastal road and going to a little village called Adeje. So if you haven't checked that one out, go check it out. It's interesting. Nice little village that one was. So yeah, just thought I'd just make a change really, and just show you the sights and the sounds of the south. So yeah, let's do this. Let's hit the road, as one would say. So I'm just going to go straight on here, I think. I'm going to just be a little bit random with my route. We are making our way to La Caleta, which is a beautiful little village. Expensive, gotta say. If I had to live anywhere in the south, I'd probably live there, but I don't think I can afford it. It is a little bit expensive. It's on the high end of the monetary value. So yeah, so this is just some of the back roads there. You can see actually the background or the environment here is a little different to what we've been showing you. You can definitely tell that there's holiday makers, beachwear, bikinis, trunks. Do you still say trunks? But you know what I mean. You know, budgie smugglers, isn't it? Speedos. I'll be honest with you, I prefer speedos. I feel more comfortable in those than boxer shorts. But you know, they're frowned upon a little bit, aren't they? Really? So I'm just gonna go straight here. I'm gonna take. There's a roundabout ahead of us here. I don't know actually what it's called. This particular road area, the road name for here, but everyone else seems to call it the Los Cristianos roundabout. Oh, get round this guy. He's just going to try and park up here, isn't he? Park up? What the kind of parking is that, my friend? Wasn't even a parking spot. And of course, because it's a roundabout, they do things a little bit different here in terms of rules. So you've got to be, how they say, a la derecha, which is keep the bloody right. Yeah, I know. I'll explain actually when I go around. So basically, I'm going to come off at the third exit, but I can't use this bloody lane legally. So I've got to keep to the right all the time. So I mean, even some of these cars are going to turn off to the right. Well, these not. But I can't kind of cut back in again. Funny enough, I actually got pulled by the police for doing it because in my head I was still riding like I would be in the UK. But, so, bit of a tip for you there. If you're going to use a roundabout, keep to the right. It'll save you getting fined, and I think the fine for it is 200 euros. Thankfully, the police that pulled me over for doing that, he didn't fire me. I think, and I'm embarrassed to say this, I think it was because I played dumb. I played the dumb tourist and said I didn't speak Spanish. So, and I think he was busy, and he was like, I'm not wasting my time. So, just leaving Los Cristianos here now, and just actually heading our way towards actually the area of Las Americas, but I don't really want to do that. I want to kind of go over to the left lane here, because that's cutting it a bit too short, and we'll go through a place called the Golden Mile. So we're still in the Los Cristianos area at the minute. I'm just going to veer off here, and I need to jump straight ahead. That's it. So straight ahead here, you can see obviously the signs there for Los Cristianos, and then just drop down this road here, which would take you to a fabulous beach here, Playa Las Vistas, and the top road where you've got all the bars and restaurant areas is San Telmo. but the beach area is called Playa Las Vistas, and this is the road you would drop down into to go to that beach. It's a really nice beach. You can probably just see it ahead there. Well, a little bit. You certainly see the seafront. So we're going to just drop down there. I'm just checking my pockets. I put my keys in. Yeah. And then from here, we're going to do a right. So you can just see the Playa de las Americas. So we're just going to drop here. McDonald's. You always need a McDonald's. There's a McDonald's on Playa Las Teresitas, but there's plenty of restaurants. I hope you see me. Yes, he has. So there's plenty of restaurants, bars, you name it. To be honest with you, you can't go wrong in the south. Once you're on that, on the promenade. Did we still say promenade? Or was that too kind of like old school like now? Promenade, beachfront. And then if I just drop down into here, this is Vista Sur. This is the sort of central shopping centre for Playa Las Teresitas. And just straight ahead of me there, where you've got the two white vans, there's a pass. You can just see a guy there with just green shorts. That's a little walkway that you would take there to go to Playa Las Teresitas. But we're going to go straight on here. That's right. And then we're just going to go over to the Golden Mile. They call it the Golden Mile. I'm not too sure how old this Golden Mile is actually, but it's still, in retrospect, it's still kind of, I would always sort of still call it new development really. I'm just going to try and squeeze across here and get around this taxi. Hotel there, Nostromo Resort, that's being done up at the minute. Oh no, the Mediterranean Palace. So that's being done up at the minute, and we're just going to go. So this is the Golden Mile just in front of you here. Yeah, it's a nice little development. Very top end restaurants and bars, as well as the shops. I'll just stop for this guy for him to come through. Thank you for the nod. Thank you for the acknowledgement, sir. Great little nightclub on the left hand side there. Used to go in there, yeah, a fair bit. Magic Lounge Club Bar. Great little club. And of course we've got there is the Hard Rock Cafe Hotel, and then the Safari Centre there. I've not been down here for a while, to be honest with you. So some of my knowledge is still there of places down here, but sometimes some of the names are just like disappearing. I don't know if it's because of my age. I'm starting to forget things. You know what I mean? It's like, well, how old am I now? If you really want to know how old I am, I'm actually 48. And yeah, it's been a struggle, you know. These sort of like latter years of my 40s, you know, getting white hair, having some issues here and there. Well, stomach issues mainly, hearing issues, certainly sight issues. I'm wearing contact lenses at the minute, but I still have to, even with contact lenses, still have to supplement my eyesight with reading glasses. So I've got packed up in my jacket here some reading glasses. I think I might try and just squeeze past this car at the minute. He's taking it gingerly. The other thing just to kind of like watch out for down here is, of course, there's a lot of people, obviously the population here is predominantly tourists. So if they're hiring a car, sometimes you just got to be careful. It's not too, you know, obviously it's a big populated area in terms of holidaymakers are generally from Britain. And of course we ride on the different side of the road, don't we? So, you know, you just got to kind of just be absolutely doubly cautious and just make sure, yeah, you're safe, you know. But I think for most people who ride motorbikes, you get that, you somehow develop a sixth sense. Now, I'm not actually saying I'm an expert. I certainly haven't been riding a motorbike for very long, but I have been riding road bikes, cycling bikes, you know, the Tour de France bikes. So I'm kind of got that ability for a bit of sixth sense. Just being, you know, ahead of yourself all the time, best guessing and so on. And of course, on a motorbike, you've got to be absolutely 100% safe, haven't you? So, this is the patch. And because I was waffling on there's the famous Dubliner, the Irish bar. I'm not going to speed through here too fast, just so you can just sort of like take it in here. So yeah, as you can see on like either side, it's yeah, it's tourist heaven, isn't it? Holiday heaven. Vacaciones, as they say in Espanol. So I should be practicing my Spanish more. I just found out that I've got an exam next month, and I've not done much for it. Well, I have, but I need to put a bit more effort in than what I'm doing. So, on the right hand side there, Traveller's Rest, Leonardo's. That's going to be packed later because it's the Manchester United and Manchester City FA Cup derby match as well. I think it's the first time Man United and Man City have played each other in an FA Cup final. Unbelievable, that, isn't it? I didn't know that. Anyway, let's break off here. So, interesting sights. This is the famous Veronica's. Oh, I remember many a night out in Veronica's back in 1998. Yeah, 1998. Came on a bit of a, well, it was a bit of a mix, lads and girls holiday for 2 weeks. Oh, wild days. Now my evenings on a Friday and a Saturday night is a couple of cervezas and generally speaking, just to watch the TV at home. I'm getting too old for all that rubbish now. So yeah, this is still part of Veronica's slightly. No, we're just coming towards the end of it. It's always a bit slow moving this, but with the traffic in front, shopping centres on the right there, Koala Bay, you know, and the hotel Troya. Agatha said to me, she said, you can definitely tell you're from the north of England and Manchester because you don't say your H's, which is bizarre really, because in Spanish you don't generally pronounce your H's, and when it comes to Spanish I pronounce my H's. What's that all about? For example, let me give you an example. Por ejemplo, the word today, yeah, is actually spelt as a H-O-Y, yeah? Now, if we were saying that in Mancunian, yeah, it would just be oi. But funny enough, I actually pronounce the H. I always say, oh, hoi. Well, it's not hoi, it's just oi. So, still Las Americas, but we've left the Veronica's area. Great to see this area busy again, because it really did suffer during COVID. And I was actually living here when COVID happened, and this place was just deserted. Of course, you know, no holiday makers, everyone was stuck inside, and yeah, tourism really suffered here. So it's really come back to full force. If not, I've heard basically it's, you know, if not better in terms of the numbers. There's certainly a lot of work here, but then saying that, there's a lot of work here as well, mainly due to the sort of fact that Brexit was an issue as well. So there's a lot of open work, and they can't get hold of the staff quite as easily now, especially if you're, you know, you've never worked abroad and you just fancy kind of like working in the, you know, the sunstrip areas of sort of like Tenerife. It's just hard work now, because you have to go through all the routine of getting residencias and so on, and that's difficult post Brexit. Luckily I did that before Brexit, so I was very, very lucky, and timing was just perfect. Big hotel complex there, Iberostar. That is the Bougainville. So we're just going to climb up this road here, hit a mini roundabout and take a left, swing to the left. We're swinging to the left, and So let's just hang fire here at the minute. Bit of traffic today. Bit of traffic to the left. Come on, man. Come on. Give me a break. There we go. I'm going out. Oh, ease. Oh, God. Right. Off we go. Oh, just drop down here. The pheasant plucker. I had to think, actually, but I actually really, seriously had to think about correcting myself there. The pleasant plucker. So, shopping centre to the right. That is San Eugenio shopping centre. Come on. Tenerife Beer Garden. That's supposed to be a pretty good bar. I've got a friend who works in there. Don't think she's on today. And they just got to drop in there. That's the Temple Bar, as you can just see. Just drop down this one-way system. So I'm boiling hot in a minute because I don't want to keep lifting my visor just because of the sort of audio quality. But I'm not really doing any fabulous speed here, so I'm not getting the airflow. Oh, there is the Harley's, the famous American restaurant bar. I know it's open. I didn't think it opened in the afternoon. Look at those cars, the Cadillacs. Oh. Hey, they do good ribs in there. I've been in there plenty of times, and they do the best barbecue ribs. Do some good burgers as well. And if you go there in the evening, they always have good entertainment, good, like, you know, themed rock music. All the classicos, all your classic rock music. Well, this guy is taking his time. I'm not surprised actually, because the road surface is just so you can just see in front. Look, there you go, just in front there. Just little, like, cobbled, tiled roads. So I'm just bouncing around on this. But also I'm starting to get a bit hot under the helmet. There we go. It's a bit better. I mean, I don't blame him for going for that speed, but I need to get a little bit quicker. I need a bit of airflow. Whoops. Hello. So, here we go. So we're just heading off now towards Fanabe Bay. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say different names. So, like, this is Costa Adeje, not Costa Adeje. Don't worry, I said all these things when I first came here. Fanabe. It's actually Fanabe Bay. All these little annoyances of the Spanish language. To be fair, it's actually pretty. Once you kind of like know the alphabet, it's actually a pretty phonetical language actually. So once you know that, you pretty much know how to pronounce words in Spanish. I'm just going to drop over to the right here. Oh, and then drop over to the left, I think. Oh, I'm just going to go squeeze past this one. There we go. So Fanabe Bay shopping centre on the left hand side there, the Centro Comercial. That's what they call a shopping centre in Spanish. I'm giving you listen, there's a bonus here, isn't there? There's a bonus of enjoying a bike ride. There's a bonus of me showing you the route from Los Cristianos to La Caleta. And as an extra bonus, you're getting a Spanish lesson. Centro Comercial. I'm not Sean Connery, am I? Centro Comercial is Yeah, shopping centre. So, for that little bonus, you could do me a favour here, couldn't you? You could do me a favour by liking the video. Come on, let's have some likes. Subscribe and click on that notification bell for weekly videos. And every week you get a bonus, don't you? Enjoy a motorcycle ride. Show you the sights of Tenerife. Listen to me rambling on. There's another bonus for you. And, you know, a few hints and tips on the old Espanol. So, this is a new development by, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. Some nice restaurants in there. So, this area here now is Duque. Duque. There you go. New word. Later. Centro Comercial. You see that a lot down here in the south. But it's just straight ahead. Still, even these days, because I do know the south quite well. Well, easy guy. Come on. Well, thank you very much. So I do know the south fairly well, but there's still always new things that, I don't know, I was either blind to or didn't see, because I don't know if you just noticed off the video there's like a little water park, nothing like the size of Siam. Oh, I'll actually show you that one later. I'll do that in another video. I'll do that on the next video. So, just so you know, just click on that notification bell and then you'll know when I've released a video for the ride to Siam Water Park. So, just going to scoot round here to the left. I'm going to take this right. Just check over my shoulder here. Look at that though. There's the resort over there to the left hand side of me. Las Americas. Can't see Los Cristianos because it's actually tucked round to the left behind Las Americas. But this end of the Tenerife and Costa Adeje is certainly a lot more upmarket in terms of hotels, restaurants, and like the facilities here. It's really an upmarket place. And La Caleta is a beautiful little, beautiful village. It's a bit of a shame actually. I'll tell you this now actually. It was a little bit of a shame actually, if you think about it this way. Well, I do anyway. Maybe I overthink things, but La Caleta was just a little quaint fishing village at one point. And because of the growth of the resort area of Tenerife, it's kind of actually really merged. So there's generally kind of like no break, as you've seen. So we set up in Los Cristianos. There's kind of like no real break in between. It's just a continuation of the holiday resort. And as things have developed, I mean, you can just see some of those hotels now. And just ahead of me to the left hand side there is H10, and H10 are not they're not really cheap hotels, are they? So yeah, and as the resort's grown, it's kind of, oh, there's a wedding going on here. And as the resort's grown, it's just merged into the resort. So even La Caleta has become a little bit more developed than what it was. Just there, you can just see Faro World. I've got a funny feeling, if it's today or tomorrow, that Sting, you know, Sting from the Police. Message in a bottle. Oh, the other one is Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light. Sorry for the singing. But yeah, he's playing, and I think it's there, that venue actually. I think he's playing there tonight or tomorrow. I was planning on going, and as you do, as procrastinating, and in the end I didn't get any tickets. So that is, I can't remember what that hotel's called. It's gone. But that looks a nice hotel. And that is really, we're coming into La Caleta now. So just another roundabout in front of me here, and then we're just going to hit the second exit over to the left. And then swing into the village of La Caleta. And then just drop down in here. Whoops. Well, hello. So very upmarket area. A lot of the bars and restaurants here are certainly high end. So if you treat your loved one to a romantic meal, you'll love it. You'll love it here. Now the question is for parking. So let's just drop down in here. Oh, some new development there. Never seen that. So there you go. La Caleta is forever changing as well. More, I would say it's more residential here, although it does get its fair share of tourists. James's bar to the right hand side there. Very briefly, I used to live here for about I don't know, 6 weeks. To get acquainted to people living down there, I used to go in that James's bar. Let's see where we're going to go. Oh, I know. I made a right boob here, haven't I? Made a right boob. I have made a boob. So let's just go back down here. Can I go straight down here? I can't remember. Because they've changed some of the road. Let's just try it, eh? We're here anyway, so let's try it. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Oh, there you go. First, real estate shop there. Going to a real estate shop there, and what? How much for a one-bedroom apartment? Oh, for you, sir. For you, maybe 500,000 euros. Oh, thank you very much. Yep, we'll do it here. We'll go here. We're going there. We're going in, and I'll show you the seafront. So this is it. This is our end point for today. La Caleta, as you can see in the background here. Plenty of seafood restaurants that you should really try out because they're absolutely fabulous. Plenty of people out on the rock sunbathing today. It is a Saturday. They're sunbathing, they're dipping into the ocean, snorkeling, etc. So definitely worth a place to visit is La Caleta in the south of Tenerife. Not so touristy like Los Cristianos or Las Americas, but definitely worth a visit. So don't forget to subscribe, like and click on that notification bell for our weekly episodes. Hit the road, Tenerife. Thanks for now. See you later.